Hi guys, welcome back to Movie Chat and More, and if you're here for the very first time, welcome. My name is Richard, and today I was going to do a video about Halloween Kills, due out in 2020. But I want to do something I feel passionate about in the moment. There's no point me doing a Halloween Kills video right now, because I'm not really feeling passionate about it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm a little bit scared, a little bit afraid of what they're going to do to the franchise, considering now Blumhouse have total control, as far as I know, over this guy. So we'll see what happens. Blumhouse and Universal, I believe. Mostly Blumhouse, yeah, let's be honest. Anyway, I want to talk about today retro, what's cool and what's not cool, and what you are, excuse me, allowed to like and not allowed to like. And I'm talking mostly entertainment, lifestyle options, choices, the way you may spend a Friday or Saturday night with your family, the way you may spend a weekend alone, um, that kind of thing. The genesis for this video. Earlier on today, I was watching an episode of Highway to Heaven. Now, I'm not sure if you know about that show, but it started, I believe, in 1984, 1985, and it had about, I don't know, I think it ran to like 1988, something like that. It was awesome. There was a rerun of one of the episodes today. I greatly enjoyed it. I'm not going to go on and on about what Highway to Heaven is about. If you don't know, Google it. Now, here's the thing. Google it. What does that mean? You know what it means. We all know what it means. That's good, in a way. If you don't know if you're not familiar with the TV show Highway to Heaven, Google. Ah, I'm not having a go at that. But it's very easy to do. In this day and age, stuff, for lack of a better word, is easy to do. When I was growing up, Highway to Heaven was one of the in shows on ITV. If you don't know about ITV, you're probably not from the UK, but ITV was the channel, the station, the network, if you will, that broadcast a TV show called Highway to Heaven. And I watched it religiously. No pun intended there. I was only 5, 6, 7 years old, 8 years old even. And I loved this show, starring Michael Landon, the late great Michael Landon, and Victor French, who's also passed away. Yeah, and watching it today brought back so many memories. Memories are not a bad thing. Memories, they can be, of course. Everyone's got bad memories and good memories. But don't deny yourself, guys. If there's something out there, if you're of a certain age where you can go back and enjoy a certain kind of music, a certain kind of film, TV series, anything like that, don't hold back. Go back and enjoy it. If you get the opportunity, if you're familiar with Highway to Heaven, but you're thinking to yourself, could be a bit corny now. What's corny? What's corny and what's not? I mean, there was a few years ago, I lent my Ghost DVD, Ghost, Patrick Swayze, yeah, to a young lady. She returned the DVD and came back to me and said, "Oh, it looks so fake." I enjoyed it. It was all right, but the special effects looked so fake. When that film came out, to me, in my personal opinion, those special effects in that classic epic movie Ghost did not look fake. It was the time the movie was made. What was it? 3 years later, we had Jurassic Park. Was it a year after Ghost, we had James Cameron's Terminator 2, which brought things to a whole new level when it comes to CGI and all that. I'm not dissing the stuff that comes out today. Well, but they can go too far. I mean, if you're making a movie about, if you're making a Star Wars movie or something like that, yeah, you need the special effects. However, the original Star Wars film from 1977, yeah, A New Hope, that was all done with special effects. I don't think computers played a part in that film. Now, if I'm wrong about that, and George Lucas and co. used computers to generate the special effects for Star Wars, I stand to be corrected. But I am certain that some of the major special effects in Star Wars from 1977 were computer free. It can be done. It was done back then. It can be done back now. It can be done now. Excuse me. So, what's hip and what's not hip? What was corny or what is considered corny now? I mean, the episode of Highway to Heaven, I watched earlier on. You could watch that now, okay? And you could say, oh my God, this is the cheesiest thing I've ever seen in my life. But you got to remember, at the time when I was like 6 years old, watching that TV show, it wasn't corny. It was what is. So, it's like what is now, in 20 years' time, 30 years' time, is going to be considered dated by the majority of people, and it's going to be considered, the rewatch value of a movie that is made today, jam-packed with CGI, in 30 years' time, it's going to be considered old, corny. So, this video, I'm basically trying to implore you guys, if you're not old enough to remember, the times. Now I'm going to pick out something at random, okay? If you're not old enough to remember when a TV show aired once a week and you had to wait a whole week, like Highway to Heaven, to see the next episode, I implore you, if you're one of these guys, and there's nothing wrong with you, if this is the way you choose to watch TV, streaming and all that shit, I tell you what, if you get the opportunity to watch a whole TV show, a whole series, 10 episodes, 20 episodes, 24 episodes, back to back, on something like YouTube Premium or YouTube Red or whatever they're calling that these days, or Netflix, or if you get the chance to watch something like that, a TV show you really love, all in one go, as like a buck set, don't do it. Watch episode 1, give yourself a week, and then watch episode 2. Now, I am primarily talking to you guys who are too young to remember what it's like to have to wait a week to watch the next episode of a series you love. Give yourself a week. You'll be looking forward to it. You'll see the first episode of a TV show you love, and then don't watch the next episode straight away. Give it a little while. Excuse me, guys. Give it a little while, and then watch episode 2. And make it a night, okay? Make it a night. It, if you get the opportunity to watch a series you really love, or you think you're going to love, you've never seen it before, but you got 10, 11, 12, whatever, episodes back to back on Netflix or wherever. Watch the first one on a Monday night, Friday night, Saturday night, whenever. Wait the week. If you watch it on a Friday night, wait until the next Friday night and then watch episode 2. I'm telling you guys, there's stuff in this, okay? I'm talking from experience. I'm 39 years old. I know that within that period of waiting from one Friday night to the next to watch one of your favorite TV shows, it's fantastic. But today, everything is so quick, fast, everything. Convenient? Yeah, I mean, look, you're watching me on YouTube, okay? YouTube, I love YouTube. I am not dissing this generation that much. It's like DVDs, okay? DVDs, yeah, they're great. But I do miss VHS. I do miss that. It's like vinyl. It's like records, real records. I still have a vinyl collection, but my vinyl collection does not come from the fact that vinyl is now in again. My vinyl collection goes back to my grandparents, to my parents, and then to me, and my and my other relatives who are older than me who passed down records, vinyl records, and a few I brought myself. And then just after that, we had casingles. Do you remember those casingles, where you would have a cassette with the main song and then maybe a couple of other songs, and then the CD single and all that. So this video is pretty much of a rant video about. I was going to do a Halloween Kills video about the new Halloween, but I want to do a video. When I watched that episode of Highway to Heaven, it brought back all these memories. Now, guys, and I wanted to do. I didn't plan to do a rant video, but this pretty much is. I'm telling all of you, if you're old enough to remember, you knock off at work, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. You go to your local video store. Doesn't have to be Blockbuster. Mine wasn't, not for a long time. And you rent a movie. And you bring the VHS cassette back. You put it in the VCR player. And most of the time, even if it was a new release, a brand new videotape, you would normally have to pick from a kind of like a wavy line at the top of the screen, or like this little white blip at the bottom of the screen. I hated that. But at the time, I didn't know anything else. Now, I miss it so much. Now, those kind of video stores, by and large, don't exist anymore. They're gone. So what do? We pick up our satellite remote, point it to the TV. Okay, let's see what's on. Let's see what's new, exclusive, and we will pick a movie, and we will rent a movie from the comfort of our home. Sounds great. In some regards, it is. But it does take away. It does take away something. And it's very difficult to put into words, okay? It's very difficult because I remember picking out a movie at Blockbuster or local video stores. The fun part, probably even more so than watching the film, was picking what film you're going to rent. That was the fun part. Walking around the video store, walking around Blockbuster, or your local video store, your local video rental place. And I remember, I can go back 20 years, 18 years, maybe even only 15 years. And I used to do that with friends. Not Friends, a TV show, but with buddies and friends of mine. Half the fun was walking around. Most of the fun was walking around that video store, all around the aisles, and sometimes downstairs and upstairs, and picking out what film you're going to watch that night. And you would have disagreements. Oh, I want to watch this. I want to watch that. Your buddy wants to watch this. Your girlfriend wants to watch that. Okay? I remember all that. So sometimes you would end up renting 2 or maybe even 3 movies and have a marathon. And you would get your popcorn and your snacks and your Coca-Cola or your Pepsi or your beer or whatever. And you would enjoy that night that way. What do you do now? You pick up your remote control. Yep, have that one, download this one, download that one, and it's all done. Gone. It's convenient, but for me, it's too convenient. It has its advantages, but it's too convenient. It's too quick. Everyone needs to, not everyone. By and large, everybody is, everybody again? So many people, let's say that, so many people are quick to cling on to what's new. Cling on to what's quickest and the easiest. If you're not old enough to remember the times I was talking about a moment ago, that's fair enough. But if you are old enough to remember the times that I was talking about a minute ago, why are some of you so quick? I'm not judging anybody, but why? It's not my place to, okay? I'm a YouTuber, okay? But why are some of you guys so quick to latch on to the so-called next big thing? The next easiest way to watch a movie, the next easiest, quickest way to download a song. I mean, music. I probably touched on this in previous videos, I'm not too sure. But do you remember? And if not, that's fine, But if you do remember this, this may flood back some memories of when one of your favorite bands, one of your favorite artists had a new CD coming out, or a new cassette, a new record, a new vinyl, and you had to wait until Monday, or was it Friday? I think it was Monday when most new releases were released, and you had to wait for that CD. The waiting period, that was the fun. Once you have the CD, once you have the record or cassette or whatever, yeah, you would enjoy it, hopefully. But the waiting period, the wait, the anticipation is what I'm talking about. And that is what is missing from 90% to 95% of today's entertainment industry. And it's not just entertainment. Well, things are moving very fast. Go back and watch Back to the Future Part 2. Now that film was, I think, made in 1990. Could have been 91. Stand to be corrected. And they predicted what was going to be 2015. Now, most of that stuff didn't happen. Skyways instead of highways, and most of that stuff didn't happen. Some of it did. But I think even back then, watching that film when I was like 10, 11, 12 years old, now I think I was 11, I remember thinking, well, even even in 2015, even in 2015, that's going to be pretty hard to pull off. Only for some of the inventions, not for all of them. The internet is one of the greatest inventions there's ever going to be in all of our lifetimes. The thing, I mean, it's like right now, I'm talking to you guys on YouTube. Where does YouTube? YouTube is the internet. So I don't mean to sound hypocritical. But the thing is, guys, it's not the be-all and end-all. It's the way we live our lives now. Sometimes we don't have a choice. You know, you get your you get your rota from work. It's online, yeah? Some things have to be done online. That's only because we've accepted it. And it's hard to go. I mean, if I was to go into that, we are talking about a 3-hour video from Movie Chat and more. I'm not going to do that to you guys, okay? And the upload speed I've got, it would take about 2 days to upload. This video alone is going to take at least 4 hours to upload. So if you're watching, I really appreciate it. But I'm telling you guys right here and right now, today, in my humble opinion, is not the best era we've lived in when it comes to the quickness, the convenience, especially when it comes to the entertainment industry. Like I was saying about when all these TV series come out on various streaming networks, you know, like Netflix and YouTube Premium, YouTube Red, whatever it's called. It's not all good. Not for me. If you have the opportunity to go back and actually live maybe 1 week, just 1 week, maybe a couple of weeks, if you can, and live your life the way things used to be a mere 30 years ago, I implore you to do so, only if it's convenient for you to do so, and only if it's safe for you to do so. Because I'm not saying if your rota comes in online, don't look at it. You need to look at it. You need to know when they want you in and when they don't want you in. Alright? But when it comes, like I said before, I'm repeating myself, but the thing is, when it comes to stuff like your favorite TV show on Netflix or wherever, don't do a marathon. Don't watch episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 back to back. Don't do that. Watch one episode and then give yourself a week, and give it just 1 week, and you'll notice after that 1 week you'll be looking forward to episode 2 a lot more than if you just go, okay, boom, episode 2 straight after episode 1 finishes. I'm telling you guys, give it that 1 week. There's more I could go into when it comes to this, okay? I'm talking about not everything's corny, okay? When I was watching Highway to Heaven, you know, like I say, I mean, you could go back and you could watch Highway to Heaven now. Like I said, if you're not familiar with that show, Google it. Hypocritical, right? But no, Google Highway to Heaven. Watch Highway to Heaven from the mid-80s, and you'll see. You'll look at it. Depending on how old you are, you'll look at, or how young you are, you'll look at that TV show, and I'm banking that 7 out of 10 of you will look at Highway to Heaven and say, whoa, wow, that's a bit corny. That's a bit stupid. The original Knight Rider from the 80s. Go back and watch that. There is no harm in taking a step back while at the same time you're taking a step forward, because, ladies and gents, if you haven't done it, if you're too young to remember one of the times I'm talking about, in a way, you won't necessarily be taking a step back, you'll be taking a step forward. Just, in fact, to take a step back and then forward, if that makes any sense. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I really appreciate that. My name is Richard. This has been Movie Chat and More. And if you haven't subscribed already and you wish to, please do. A couple of new subscribers, I think, since I did my last video. Thank you very much. If you haven't checked out my brother's channel over at Man TV, please do so. And if you can't find Man TV, check out Beard TV. BEARD TV. You'll find it there. Great channel, very funny guy, and yeah, my best friend. So yeah, guys, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you all again soon. And yeah, see you later, guys.